The concept, we've been working on our lean canvas, getting ready for some of the challenges of competitions that's going to be coming up. And what we're focusing on today was the unfair advantage, competitive advantage. So what I wanted, this is more of an open discussion. I'm going to share my screen. Now, here is the lean startup unfair advantage. Now, when I went through this, there was some key things I got back. I got some. Brianna talked about her SEO rankings and search engine optimization. I gave some. We had here Megan thought that she wanted to look more into unfair advantage and learn how she can use it in her actual piece. But there was something that you mentioned, Megan, um, that brought your kind of got grab your attention. Was there anything that stood out in those videos that you looked at?
Yeah, when they said that being the first to create a product can be an unfair advantage, like I hadn't known that before because I thought that usually when you're the first to make something, that's a good thing. But after watching the videos, I learned that that could actually like hurt you more than help you.
Yeah, because what guys, what you think would happen if you're the first person to invent something? What happens after that?
It could be copied or made better.
Could
Yep,
be improved.
be improved. And that's where, it's very important that when you go to market, you have all your T's and dots crossed before putting it out there. Very good, very good. Brian, you mentioned something about leverage. How does that word leverage play into your business?
Always finding like a better suitable company that is willing to sell a product cheaper and more affordable than the other competing markets out there, because I know pieces are the most important thing of my company that I'm trying to build up here. So having a better outlet than the others, that's what I'm looking for.
So you're trying to, because you're going to be building computers, right, Brian? Helping
Right.
resurf fixing computers. So you're trying to source or find a distribution channel that can give you a better price in purchasing of the equipment and materials you need to produce a computer, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And have you been successful in finding any vendors yet?
There is one website. It's called H&D, but that's like the first one that I found. But I'm still searching.
Okay. Oh, check out Newegg. Check out PC Builders. It's a lot of different ones out there. You want to start just getting involved and just start seeing what's out there. Remember now, we're in competition mode, guys. The second quarter is all competition. So by November, we submit for the World Series of Innovation. By January, we start getting for the Miami Herald Challenge. So now you got to really step your game up a little notch now. All right. Thank you so much, Brian. Janelle. Where's Janella?
I'm right here.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, Janella. How you doing?
I'm good.
Wonderful. Janelle, tell me about what's going to be unique about your business, because there's a lot of people out there that are artists. What's going to make you stand out from everybody else? What is your competitive advantage?
My competitive advantage is that I have a lot of background in art and animation industry, and that my graphics will be able to move and give websites that flair that pops out, that stands out against the other websites. Because small business sites have stock graphics, and they don't pay the photographers. They only pay the photographers about 99 cents when I did my research. So my customers might want to support me on an ethical perspective, but but the main driver of my graphics is that I'll be cheaper for more quality.
Wow. Listen, you hit it on the right spot. You said research, you looked at the market, you also said you're qualified because you have experience in what? animation in the graphics field. And the most important thing out of all is the confidence that I hear in your voice. Your voice, the way you speak, is going to be critical for competition. Now, guys, moving forward, every time you have an opportunity to speak in class, is an opportunity to start practicing your delivery and pitch. You cannot, you have to deliver like you're in competition mode starting from today. Abigail, thank you so much, Janelle. I think you hit it right on the target. Well said. Where's Abigail? Is Abigail here today?
Yes, I'm here, Mr. Price.
Abigail, tell me a little bit about your competitive edge for your business. You have a new business, right?
Dazzle Me Please, my online jewelry business. Actually, I've noticed that there's a few people that do it where I mainly do my purchasing, which is on Instagram. There's a few people that do it, but I feel like I stand out more because I have the exposure. Like, I've been exposed to the real world. Like, the news article that was written on me. Like, I feel like I stand out because I was actually put out there. So, yeah.
So you have a competitive edge because you're being seen in the community. Articles are being written about you. You have the experience. Okay.
Yes.
Now,
definitely.
my only concern is you gotta. What's gonna be your competitive edge? That's good, but what is unique? Because everybody has an online platform. Are you carrying more exotic merchandise that no one have access to? I don't know. You gotta really think about
Most
it.
of the people that I have been seeing on Instagram, they're selling the same thing. Like, if I say it, you're probably not gonna know what it is, but they're selling the same thing. They don't have as much. Like, I haven't seen the designs that I have on my site on their site. I don't see some of it. Like, they have some that I have, but I have more. I have more to pick from. I'm a variety. My business is everything customized. It's not only jewelry.
Can you pull up your website?
It could be
Can you show us?
customized phone cases.
Can you share your screen and show
Sure.
us what you have?
Yes, let me put it. Okay, you have to give me the.
Okay, let me do that right now. I'm gonna make you a co-host so you could. I'm gonna make you a host right now, and then just give me back the privilege when you finish.
Okay. Okay, so this is my official website. I helped to design it. So when people that I see, they are usually just customized jewelry and they don't have as much as I have. I have different selection of customized things. I have jewelry, I have phone cases, Androids, iPhones, pillowcases, hair accessories. It can have your name. You can have your name on your hair, literally. I have keychains. I could do custom AirPod cases, and I have earrings. So it's not only jewelry that I'm based upon, like I've seen a lot of people. I'm basically everything that is customized.
Wow! And you
So
take your
these are
photos.
a few of my pieces. Yeah, these are a few. I haven't seen anybody with the Garden Me products, or it's just a lot. I haven't seen a lot of people with a lot of things that I have.
Wow. Well, Abigail.
I feel like I released that.
Abigail, looking at your stuff, you seem like you have an eye for fashion and good merchandise picking. Because everybody can pick.
And I also try not to. I'm sorry?
I say you have a good eye for picking the materials, which is product, which looks very good.
Yeah, I just try not to be like everybody. I try to stand out. Because I don't see a lot of people doing customized pillowcases. That's one thing that I don't see. I don't see people doing customized keychains like with your picture. I see, the initials. They have their little glitter initial keychains, but I haven't seen actual a picture on your keychain that you can have on your keys as you
Wonderful.
go. And I don't see a lot of customized earrings as well either. It's not common.
Wonderful. Well, Abigail, I want to say thank you. This looks great. You are off and running. Do you want to make sure you're um, adding those articles? Did you add the articles from Miami Garden? All that.
Yes,
Click.
right here. So I like to, and I do reviews too. I like to, not pressure, but tell the customers, like, can you please, make a review on Google? I made sure I set up my Google account on my business. So, it makes it seem trustworthy. I want my customers to feel like they can trust me. Like, who is this person? I need them to know, like, I'm legit. So I have people write reviews. Thank you for everybody. Shonda, you're in this class. You made a review for me. But yeah, I try to, make myself seem legit.
Wonderful.
I want them to trust me.
And that is a free service, guys, to Google Business. You can also download the app, and that's that's a critical piece in your business. All right. Wonderful. Well done. And Abigail, you're off and running. Remember, guys, we're in competition mode right now, so we are like moving real fast. So just be ready. Be ready. I'm gonna pause for a second, and we're gonna share it in some more. But I'm gonna bring it back to Dr. Rocha to give some of his insight about how our students could start pivoting or getting ready for competitions around that's coming up, and also some of the great resources that FIU have to offer with the Wall Street Journal. I know you mentioned that, so I'll be sharing that with my students also. So, any great advice based on your feedback or?
Thank you very much, Professor Paris. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, so let me share with you a couple of things. Okay, when you are launching your business venture, and let me tell you a couple of things. Every year we work very hard with my students to compete in the Miami Herald business plan or pitch competition now. Last semester, one of my former students in the writing the business plan class, he won #1 in the FIU track. And at the end of the day, what he did right. #1, ladies and gentlemen, you need to think about the following. What's the problem? What's the problem that I'm contributing to solve? #2, what's the solution? #3, what's the value proposition? Meaning, why the customers, they are gonna go and buy from me and nobody else? Again, what's the problem? What's the solution? What's the value proposition? And remember, at the end of the day, what you need to look for is for problems that they are migraines, okay? Not headaches, okay? Why? Because when you have a migraine, you go all the way to fix it. And it doesn't matter the price, because you want to fix it. I'm gonna share with you just a minute. Let me just. I don't know if I can share.
Yeah,
Can I
Abigail,
share? Yes,
let me be the host back, and then send it back to me, and I could let Dr. Rocha share.
How do I make you host?
Click on my and on the top right hand corner, you see 3 dots on my page, and then make me the host.
Okay.
You did it?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm gonna now cancel. I'm gonna make. Okay, you're the host now, Dr. Rocha. Okay, you're good to go.
Thank you. Let me just. let me share with you what I'm gonna share. It's a link. So whenever you have time with Professor Paris, please take a look into this video clip, okay? Because I think it will give you a good idea about how to redirect your business idea. Now, you have to be fearless, okay, in considering your idea. If it's a good idea, pursue it. If it is not, that's it. Let's move on to the next one. Let's go back to the drawing board. Now, don't be afraid of people's feedback. But nevertheless, also be persistent. Let me share with you another one. And this one, I really want you to go over with Professor Paris, and you write on every one of these advice from these famous entrepreneurs. Okay? And last but not least, okay, let me give you another one. And this one is a very good, I would say, blog that it talks about unfair competitive disadvantage. Okay. So I already shared it with you. And let me give you another one that that is the check. Sorry, Professor Paris.
No.
That
This is
I'm
fine.
getting wild and crazy on this one.
No,
Okay.
I'm creating a file for them that they can actually have access to it right now. So I'm putting it up right now.
So, and there is another Harvard Business Review article about your 2-minute opportunity checklist. Okay. And then another thing that is extremely important is when you are defining the problem. Nowadays, it is again extremely important that you tell a story. Storytelling about the problem and how your product is going to help people in a meaningful way to solve that problem. So again, what's the problem? What's the solution? What's the value proposition? Your storytelling and how you are going to help that people to, in one way or the other, solve that problem. Do you have any questions?
I'm gonna pose. I would like you to maybe ask some of the kids to pitch or share their business idea, but they only have 30 seconds to share it. So let's see, just to get a feedback, because there's a lot of times we don't get to hear what they have before the big day, but maybe you can give some insight on things that what they're going to present today.
Who wants to go first?
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind.
Okay, Brian, one for
Okay, Brian. I love that chair, eh?
Thank you.
That's all my savings for the year. That's a gaming chair, no?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on, sorry. So as of recent, my auntie came by recently during the COVID epidemic with her laptop and her tablet. And not only did her tablet have a virus, it was her laptop camera that wasn't working. It turned out that I was like, whoa, this is an idea, because she just paid me $50 to fix them both, and I didn't really mind it. And so when I had Mr. Paris class, I pitched my computer fixing idea with being able to give people easy service with no like support issues, because I'll be willing to give them one-on-one contact. And yeah, that's my 30 seconds. That's what I was willing to pitch. Because the COVID and epidemic, and having social distancing and practicing that with what's the word I'm looking for? Indirect service, because some people have people at home that are at risk to with COVID. Yeah, that's my pitch and idea.
Okay.
Okay. Brian, you touched a couple of things that they are extremely, extremely important. And I'm sorry for interrupting, Professor Paris.
No, you're good. You're
but
good.
you know
This
me,
is
okay?
this is what today is. Today's your day to talk to the kids and hear what they have.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what we are going through, it is extremely, extremely relevant and important. And good thing that you talk about COVID-19. Let me ask you to the class, how do you feel now about COVID-19?
It doesn't seem like it's getting better anytime soon.
Okay.
It's still an issue.
Sorry?
But it's still an issue.
Okay. What else?
I think it's dangerous how people act like it's over when it's not.
Yamari, absolutely. What else?
It's affected many businesses across the world.
Yes. What else?
I mean, it's changed everything. Like, everything people do is different now.
Okay, let me ask a question, and I'm totally ignorant about this. Why are you still having classes through Zoom?
Through technology and safety.
Okay. You were not supposed to go back to the classroom, Mr. Paris?
No, we have in Miami-Dade County. They have an option to do online or they can do physical. So we have it's split where you have kids are actually parents decide they want to keep their kids home and finish out the year that way, and then you have kids who come to school who needs who does the physical schooling. So yeah, options.
So let me tell you, how many students do you have face to face?
Face to face, I have in one of my classes, you would say maybe 45 kids or 50 kids in one room.
Okay.
And online, I have 75 kids to sometimes 60 to 70 kids online in one class.
And right now, in this dual enrollment class, how many face-to-face and how many?
Dual, we have online, and then we have face-to-face. So I have fifth period is face-to-face. I think I have 9 kids that come. So what they did is actually 30 kids in the dual enrollment program, and half of the kids in dual enrollment wanted to do online, and the other in the same class wanted physical. So then what my principal did was split it up, so when we come back to school, when this thing is over, it'd be an easy transition as far as scheduling, because it's a nightmare to do the scheduling and stuff like that. Now the
Okay.
only thing is this my meeting says I had 40 minutes because this is it's not the paid version for us to go. So we have a couple more
Yeah.
minutes.
Okay, I just won't take more than 10 minutes. But
Okay.
let me share with you a couple of things. Number one, Professor Paris, in my humble opinion, thank you for caring. Thank you for caring. Because what is happening outside is wild and crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to be safe. Can you raise your hand? How many of you are above 18 years old? You are all under 18 years? Okay, so you cannot vote. Okay, if you are 18 or above, you have to vote. Okay. Number two, let me just give you the context. Okay, and again, I cannot thank you enough for caring.
Thank you.
In the last 3 days in the United States, we have breaking the record of people that they have been diagnosed with COVID-19. What do you want me to give you, the good news or the bad news?
The good ones.
It's all bad
Okay.
news at this point.
Let me share with you two things. The bad news, we live in South Florida. What is bad news?
It's overcrowded and a lot of people don't listen in Florida.
Okay, that's a good one, particularly the last one, okay, that nobody listens, absolutely. But nevertheless, let me share with you the following. The cultural environment that we are embedded in is that many of us, we live with our parents. Many of us, we have grandparents that we have in contact. And we need to be very careful. We need to be very careful. Why? Because oftentimes people, unfortunately, they don't have the option to stay at home and work. They have to go outside. And if you go outside, you can expose yourself to the virus. And when you have people with pre-existing conditions that the virus might take advantage of, Houston, we have a problem. So particularly in South Florida, we are going through in a very, very delicate, again, cultural challenge, because we live with extended families oftentimes. And when I say extended families, brothers, sisters, cousins, parents, uncles, aunts, grandparents, and so on. So my request for you is to please be safe. Okay, please be safe. Another one, what I want you to do, and I'm sorry, Mr. Paris.
No,
okay, I'm
you're
sorry.
good. You're
I'm
good.
sorry. What I'm gonna say, no is not an option. I want you to go through this report. I'm asking all my students to go through the Low Touch Economy report. And there is another report about the losers and winners of COVID-19. I want you to deep dive into that report. Also, I want you to go to the world, and let me give you the link. That it's called the Great Reset. And again, and probably Mr. Clark, he must be thinking, well, you know, what this relates to entrepreneurship. Remember, if you are developing new ventures, you take advantage of the tsunami. When the tsunami is starting, before even gets to be the dominant design, And those are the famous S-curves of disruptive innovation, that these curves, they are coming very steeper and very short in regards of time. You want to hit first, and remember, if you hit first, you hit double. You want to be the first mover's advantage, okay? And how you are gonna do this? Getting to know about what's happening nowadays in the environment. Which companies they have survived so far? The ones that quickly adapt to the new times that we are living on. And we do not know for how long we are gonna be here, okay? But nevertheless, we need to adapt. Another one that I want to make a very, very strong point. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to take care of yourselves. You need to take care of your mental health. You need to take care of your physical health, okay? I hope that Professor Paris, after 1 hour, he makes some exercises with all of you, or at least all of you, virtually, you make a TikTok dance, okay? Because you need to move.
Hey,
Okay,
Quinn,
you need to move. It's insane that we are keeping
what happened?
students more than 2 hours sitting in the same chair.
Oh,
You need to go out, okay? You need to
oh,
receive sun, but you need to keep, please,
it was a great ride.
please,
I got here in
you
like
need to keep
I would say
your balance in your
25
life.
minutes or so.
You need to make, like, for example,
It
I
was
have
smooth.
with my
Everything was
friends,
perfect.
I'm originally from Mexico, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And now I have friends that we, every
Yeah,
Friday
I have
at
a
3,
professor
we
in
have a
talking to my
happy hour,
students from FIU.
and remotely, okay?
We talk.
So we try to keep this community, even if we cannot be in touch each other. And last but not least, let me give you this speech that I found very interesting. And that I love. Just a minute. Let me. Okay. Well, the thing is that I'm getting pressure with the time. But just a minute. I'll give it to you right away. And probably you already watch it. That is the one about making your bed. Okay. So look for that speech, Mr. Paris.
Okay.
And please share it with the students because
I will.
it's very interesting.
I will. I want to thank you so. We only have like 30 seconds, and then the Zoom is gonna cut off because of their. I have a 40-minute on my personal. It's not the paid one. So maybe some last words.
So I don't know if you have any questions. If you have any questions, please let me know. Another one very quickly, Wall Street Journal. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to read on everyday basis the Wall Street Journal. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Paris, for inviting me. I really appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to talk to you further during the semester.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Please take care, okay?
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Guys, I'm going to send you the link to join back